The Grand Rapids Hall of Fame inducting 6 new members this past week, 5 individuals and 1 team.
Yeah, the 2001 Arena League football champion Grand Rapids Rampage joined in the class of 2014 by longtime East Kentwood hockey coach Ron Baum, his former star player, former Michigan Wolverine standout, and longtime NHLer Mike Knuble, Cutlerville native and Paralympian basketball standout Carly Hoffman, late Wyoming Park high school football coach Jack Verdine, and late Ottawa Hills high school and U.S. wrestling national champion Jimmy Jackson. Knuble, of course, headlining the class after 16 NHL seasons where he played more than 1,000 games, scored nearly 300 goals, including more than 8 straight seasons, and was part of 2 Stanley Cup championship teams. Born in Toronto, yet raised in Kentwood, Mike and the Falcons went to a state championship before Mike moved to Ann Arbor, where he starred under Red Berenson at the University of Michigan. And his old coach was a handful of teammates showed up at the ceremonies Tuesday, and as Mike told our Jack Doles, much to his surprise.
I'm very thankful. It's very strange to see them walk in the door unannounced. And I was telling these guys, it's sort of like you're at your funeral because you have all these people showing up, but you're still alive, you know? You have different phases of you have Grand Rapids people, you have people from another part of your life, and they're all showing up, and it's like a little bit strange, but it's good.
There are a number of guys with them, and I didn't know they were coming in, so it's a big thrill. It's great. I haven't seen some of these guys in a little while, and they're busy with their lives, and they're taking some time out to come over here. But you know, it just goes back to my time at Michigan. It's great to see the Michigan family come over here, and guys I played with, and guys who I still have good relationships with from college. It's great to see them here. I'm a little bit overwhelmed by the fact they're all here.
Well, what is it about a guy like Mike that has a guy like you coming all the way from Ann Arbor for an event like this?
Well, we thought a lot of Mike Knuble when he was a player at Michigan, and we followed his career, but there's more to him than just being a hockey player. He's a tremendous guy, and these are all his classmates and teammates, and a lot more of them wish they could have come, but we're glad to be here and share. It's a great acknowledgement from his hometown that he's a hometown hero, and he deserves it.
How good was he?
Well, he was one of the great power forwards in Michigan hockey history, and then he went on to do the same thing as he got some experience in the NHL. He played with the top line in Boston, if you remember, the top line in Philadelphia, the top line in Washington. Wherever he went, he ended up on the top line, and he was a good teammate, and he was also a good spokesman for the team. You know, when things were good or bad, it seems like the camera always came to Mike Knuble because he could express what needed to be expressed.
Well, a sliver of Knuble's career was shaped right here in West Michigan, a big part at East Kentwood High School, where his then head coach Ron Baum led Knuble and the Falcons to the 1990 Class A state championship. It was the highlight of Baum's 35-year career at EK, but not the reason he was awarded the Warren Reynolds Lifetime Achievement Award on Tuesday. That was given to him for the 35 years spent on the ice at EK, where he also won 3 state runner-up banners and over 620 games. Now, his legacy at East Kentwood isn't measured in all the wins and losses or his state championship or the fact that his Falcons didn't have a losing record since 1980. Jack Doles caught up with him as well on Tuesday to talk about the honor.
I know it's an honor to get in the Hall of Fame. Is it even a little bit more special because it's the Warren Reynolds Lifetime Achievement?
It does, you know, that is, Jack. I knew Warren. We did some interviews together back in my coaching days at East Kentwood, and everybody in this community has so much respect for he and his family, so that makes it even extra special. Yes.
And how about going in same time as one of your players, Mike Knuble?
Well, just to have a player of your high school player of yours to be inducted in this Hall of Fame is tremendous, but then to be able to go in with him, that you don't even think about that, anything like that. So it's a pretty surreal evening.
What is it about the game of hockey that, you know, here you see Coach Berenson here and some of Mike's former teammates at various levels?
I think hockey's a tight community wherever it's played, and I think it's a good example why Red's here tonight and his gang from Ann Arbor, and lots of different people that have coaches that have coached Mike back in Graha days. So yeah, it's just a tight community of people that have a lot of respect for each other, that play it and coach it.
That 1990 state championship team for Baum and Knuble, 23-2-2. Knuble leading the way in that lethal combo, 103 points, 60 of those were goals.
27 games, you said. That's pretty amazing. For all Mike and Ron's success, the most inspirational